You're catching the BERET, son, through the door. I ain't even leaving the bathroom from there. If I hear that, I'm like, what was that? Boom! So what we need here, a ring accessory that has a remote weapon system. He's threatening to rape and kill her through a locked door. What do? Oh, yeah, that's gonna hurt. Oh, yeah. All right, so how many? 9 people were killed in this one, right?
9 were killed, 3 were injured.
And the first thing that disturbs me about this video is...
I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you.
All right. Hey, guys. If a dude comes to your house and he says that, just start shooting through the door. Like that, like, number one, look at what the dude's wearing. Yeah. Not to say that professionals can never dress like this on casual Fridays, but when you come up to the door and you're like, I got a couple questions to ask of you. Yeah. Yeah, you're not getting my attention. No. What's bizarre about this right out the gate, because I don't know this video. I've seen I've seen it snippets circulated on social. But what's bizarre about this video is this dude's going up to a house. It's got a full-size window pane with a ring. Like, it says that ring, which means it's overt. And he's like, I just want to talk to you about your doorbell. Yeah. I'm like, what? Even his posture. You're catching the BERET, son, through the door. I ain't even leaving the bathroom from there. If I hear that, I'm like, what was that? Boom! All right, yeah, let's keep it going. I'm not sure about this one. Let's keep going.
Yeah, can you hear me? What I'm looking for is for the girl that's in the house to come out here because I'm going to rape her and kill her. You have her open the door? You're rape and kill the girl that's on the other side.
Oh, let's pause it right here. So what we need here is a ring accessory that has a remote weapon system mounted to it. I want to rape. It's like it's a minigun. And you could just remote it for Bluetooth from your phone. Yeah. Look, this dude is obviously jacked up, right? Yeah. The scary thing is he's not being clandestine about anything he's doing. He's wearing a cross on his chest, a crucifix on his chest. He looks to be sweaty, and he's saying he's going to rape and kill somebody. And this is where it gets sketchy. This dude's on the front doorstep of this. Some states, including the state that this probably, it looks like California to me, where there are stipulations with their castle doctrine. If he said that, that's not like send it. You know what I mean? That's not like, hey, that's deadly force. Right. You know, you can't do anything in that circumstance. He's threatening to rape and kill her through a locked door. What do? You dial 911. Yep. You dial your friends and family. You don't confront that person in that circumstance. If you do, you better be prepared. Yeah. Right? Because
you're likely to escalate that situation.
Yes, because of his demeanor. Correct. And look, people who are crazy don't have to be erratic in their behavior. This dude's batshit and
very dialed.
Yeah, it's crazy. How does this end? Is it?
Yeah, let's see.
I want to rape her and kill her because I have a knife and a gun.
Oh, so he's telling he's got a knife and gun.
Yeah, and I'm going to knock on her door.
And it might even be a suicidal attempt. What happened? What's the end of that?
Yeah, let me see. So it says a Las Vegas woman has shared a terrifying doorbell cam that captured a stranger threatening to rape and kidnap her. All right, so he said kill as she hid in her house. Wednesday.
I got it. Keep going. So the husband intervened it, and then they posted the footage. Police arrested the suspect, who has been charged with aggravated stalking, coercion, and obstructing a public officer, according to the outlet. He has not been named. Ooh, interesting. So he's been charged with a whole bunch of stuff, but man, thank God they're okay. That would be my ticket out of that neighborhood, or tracking that dude's ever.
And it says at the beginning he was just talking to himself. He wasn't even. Yeah. That narration was in his head.
Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting.
I'd be curious to see what his pupils were like. You know, see the drug screening, because unless you're just certifiably crazy,
Yeah.
there's probably some kind of a substance there that's
Of course.
driving that behavior.
All right, what's next?
Okay, so that one's pretty creepy. So this one is a natural disaster.
Ooh.
Recently, this was just a few days ago. This happened while we were in Texas.
India, right?
In India, some rock fall from some heavy rain that had happened in the area, and it caused this massive amount of a landslide. So check this out.
Let's play this one all the way through.
I'm assuming they're whistling.
Yeah, to let people down below know what's up. Ooh. Yeah, that's going to hurt. Oh,
my God.
All right, so how many? 9 people were killed in this one, right?
9 were killed, 3 were injured.
Okay, so right out the gate, let's talk about this. When I was in Afghanistan, I have 2 separate instances of being in major earthquakes, which were very epic natural disasters. The first one was in 2005 in Afghanistan, a remote fire base that was originated in Pakistan and killed thousands of people. I was awoken that early morning by the earthquake, had never been in an earthquake, and did not understand what was taking place. Came outside on a second-story floor of a real janky mud building that I was in, and saw the village across the river, which was the Konar River, and the town was called Naray, and buildings and people were being killed as buildings collapsed.
Wow.
And fast forward 2015, 10 years later, and I'm in a Pakistan earthquake in Islamabad where same thing transpires, kills a whole bunch of people. So familiar with natural disasters from the standpoint that have felt the wrath of Mother Nature and even witnessed the wrath of Mother Nature. And the first thing that disturbs me about this video is the fact that people are videotaping it, right? Thanks for the dude who videotaped it, because we won't be able to talk about this, but I would prefer that people not do this, because our default is wanting to capture stuff on video.
Right.
And one of the things that I'm disturbed by is the detachment from reality. So this guy runs back into the room that he's in. This building is made, I could already tell, it's like it's not even real concrete. It's like third world country concrete.
It's like a step above a mud hut.
It's just mud. Yeah, it's just basically a step above mud. Runs inside of this and then turns around because he's so enticed by what's going on. That saying, curiosity kills the cat. And then videotapes it through the glass in his porous window. And I think to myself, man, did the rock that looked like the size of the car below not give you an indication of the fury and power that was generated from those rocks? And again, it's a detachment from reality. This reminds me of the tactic that we teach about breaking contact from something that you think is a threat. Our MO, and something that we educate, is if you think something is a potential threat because you've identified it through your senses, break contact, which means putting as much time, distance from, and by the way, obstacles in between, whether that's active shooting, natural disaster, whatever it may be, between you and the crisis site. This is the crisis site. One rock that hopped that river could have taken out that entire building and killed all those guys. 9 people died. I'm not sure how they died. I would venture to say that most of them were on the other side of the river. Well, what would have I done in this? I don't know. I mean, I again think displacement, like moving your physical ass off the X, is important. So I would have broke contact. I'm not interested in videotaping it, but that's our default. We saw it in the accident in Austin when we were there.
Yep.
We see it all the time. You can see it on officer-involved shootings where there's an officer-involved shooting, like right then and there, and there's people videotaping it while it's taking place.
Very close proximity.
Close proximity. Yeah, the camera won't protect you.
No, and man, I exactly what you're saying. My thoughts on this are getting as far away from that with as many obstacles between me and those rocks as I possibly can.
Yeah.
I can't imagine like looking at that and thinking I'm safe enough to video this.
Yeah. there are considerations for, there's Himalayan examples of Everest examples of things coming down range, and you don't have an option besides to hit a rock and let things go over you, or hit cover and try to manage the circumstance on the X. Right. But in this case, where boulders are rolling downhill into a river, your best case is unask that area and be like Michael Johnson, sprinting away as fast as you can. Break some land speed records. Yeah. Guys, if you like this content, leave your feedback below in the comments. One of my favorite things to talk about and review are natural disasters, because it's something that we need to pay attention to. Natural disasters often turn into man-made. Keep sending your videos. Keep liking. Keep making comments. Keep doing this, because this is something that we want to double down on, and I love it. It's something interesting.
It's fun. It's interesting. It's just a good way to.
We're breaking it up, man. Yeah. We got to break it up.
Shake it up.
Got to shake it up. Till next time. Peace out,
guys.